All right, let's just jump right in. What if you took the high-tech, spandex-clad action of the Power Rangers and you slammed it headfirst into the ancient, epic magic of Arthurian legend? We're talking swords and sorcery meeting giant, city-stopping robots. Well, someone actually imagined it, and the concept is so awesome we just had to break it all down for you.
And it all started right here, with this one simple creative request. From that single sentence, an entire, crazy detailed universe bloomed, mixing one of the most famous legends ever with one of the most iconic teams in pop culture. So today, we're diving deep into the world of Power Rangers Knights of the Grid. So here's our game plan for this whole saga. First, we're going to set the stage with the rebooted legend. Then we'll get into the main event, the clash between a true heir and a power-hungry usurper. After that, we'll meet our new Knights of the Round Table, check out their incredible Magitech arsenal, and finally, oh yeah, we are unleashing the armies of mechanical beasts.
Okay, first up, the legend rebooted. So picture this, a gleaming, modern city built right on top of ancient, magical ruins. It's here, in the shadow of skyscrapers, that the actual souls of the legendary Knights of the Round Table are being reborn, destined to fight a brand new war for the fate of everything.
Now, this is the crucial twist that changes everything. See, most of the team, they're reincarnations. They have the spirit of the old knights. But the Red Ranger, she's different. She's not just a copy. She's the direct, secret heir to the actual throne of Avalon. So she's not just playing a role, she's living out her destiny.
And that one little detail, it fuels the entire central conflict. Heir versus usurper. This story isn't about fighting a random monster of the week. No, this is a full-blown magical civil war for a hidden kingdom, and at the very center of it are two incredibly powerful women.
And this just lays it all out perfectly. On one side, you have our Red Ranger, the true heir, backed by Merlin himself, and she's got Excalibur. On the other side, Queen Morgana, the reincarnation of the sorceress Morgana Le Fay. She's a total usurper, mixing dark magic with forbidden tech and using her own son, Mordred, as her twisted champion.
You gotta understand, this war has deep roots. The Rangers' families are basically rebel clans who've stayed loyal to the old king for generations. They live in secret, on the fringes of Morgana society, all to protect the true heir. This means every single fight is personal. They aren't just saving the world, they're fighting for their family's honor.
So, the war is set. The stakes are sky high. It's time to meet the heroes. Let's get to know the modern-day Knights of the New Table.
Here's the core team. Each Ranger is the reborn soul of a legendary knight, and their role on the team totally reflects who they used to be. The Blue Ranger is Lancelot, of course, the most skilled fighter. Yellow is Gawain, the loyal powerhouse. The Pink Ranger is Galahad, the wise strategist. And the Green is Percival, the team's expert explorer.
But maybe the most fascinating character arc here belongs to Mordred. I mean, get this. He starts out as a clone of the Red Ranger, literally created by Morgana to be her ultimate weapon. He's torn between the woman who made him and this weird, deep connection he feels to his genetic sister. His whole journey to redemption, getting purified by the Lady of the Lake, and becoming the Black Ranger is the absolute emotional heart of this story. He goes from villain to a vital anti-hero.
All right, Section 4, the Magitech Arsenal. In this world, the line between ancient magic and modern tech is completely gone. It's all blurred together. And that creates some of the most amazing weapons and armor you can possibly imagine.
And these are not just gadgets, okay? These are sacred relics guarded by Merlin for centuries. The Red Ranger gets the one and only Excalibur. Mordred, her dark mirror, gets Clarent, the sword of treason, now purified. And the other knights get weapons to match their legends. Lancelot's energy lance, Gawain's sun-powered shield, Galahad's bow that shoots arrows of pure light, and Percival's super agile spear.
And you know it wouldn't be Power Rangers without some epic power-ups. The Red Ranger gets the Sovereign Armor, which is granted by the Holy Grail itself. It gives her energy dragon wings and the ultimate form of Excalibur. As her clone, Mordred gets a dark echo of that power, the Shadow Knight mode, with a cloak made of shadows and a blade to match. They perfectly represent day and night, justice and redemption, the two halves you need to bring balance back.
And now, the main event. It is time to talk about the giant robots. Let's unleash the armies of mechanical beasts. And this is where it gets really, really cool, because the designs for these Zords are just absolutely notorious, blending mythical creatures with sleek, modern, incredible engineering.
And the first thing you need to understand is just the sheer scale of this. We're not talking 5 or 6 Zords. We're talking about 12. That's right. Every single Ranger on the team commands 2 different Zords, giving them some insane strategic options on the battlefield.
First up, you have the Heraldic Zords. Think of these as the frontline brawlers, the heavy hitters. They're all based on the Knight's family crest. You've got the awesome Red Dragon, the Shadow Wyvern, the Blue Lion. Each one is like a piece of modernized medieval armor brought to life, built for up-close and personal combat.
But that's only half their arsenal. The Lady of the Lake can also call forth a second set, the Mystic Zords. And these are all about pure elemental magic. A fiery phoenix, a 3-headed Cerberus made of shadow, a deep-sea kraken. These Zords are for strategic, long-range magical attacks.
And having 2 sets of Zords means you get 2 primary Megazord formations. The Heraldic Zords combine to form the Camelot Knight Megazord, a total brawler built for sword and shield fighting. The Mystic Zords form the Avalon Mystic Megazord, which doesn't throw punches, it unleashes devastating magical spells.
Mordred, of course, the eternal outsider, he's got his own thing going on. His Shadow Wyvern and his Ebony Cerberus merge to form the Shadow Throne Megazord. It's fast, it's stealthy, and it's designed for lightning-quick strikes and solo missions deep behind enemy lines.
But then, you get to see the team's ultimate power. When all 12 Zords come together, they form the Excalibur Ultra Megazord. And listen, this isn't just a bigger robot. This is a colossal walking fortress. It's the physical embodiment of the new Round Table, and it's the ultimate weapon in the war for Avalon.
Which really just brings us to the final question, right? In a war between destiny and choice, between a Ranger born to a legacy and one cloned for destruction, who truly gets to forge their own legend? Is it the person following the path that was written for them? Or is it the one who has to fight tooth and nail to write a new one for themselves?